Do man?
Is it? Oh, look at them.
Got to the SQ, yeah. You know, are we recording, yeah? Yeah, man. Right, guys, welcome to another episode of the
Kalijah Show.
Alright, on our show today we have
Variety D.
Now, you want to explain to the crowd, you know, explain to the viewers, what is it that you do and why is it your name is Variety D?
That's what we're doing now.
Well, hey, it's your girl Variety D here, and I'm a stand-up comedian and actress. I've been doing it for nearly 10 years now, so yeah, I know I'm getting old. And
I wasn't even planned, did it?
And yeah, I'm still doing it, man. Listen, comedy is a marathon, not a sprint, so it's still early days.
So there we go. Variety D is our comedian / actress. And what would you call that?
Cactress.
Cactus. It's kind of like, I'm gonna prick you somewhere.
Just like cactus, you got like a speech impediment, you can't say it properly.
That's how you gotta catch something. That's hand right.
Yeah. Right, guys. So the topic of today is, or you know, I guess I should ask Dom first.
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Every time there's a guest, we'll
from now on, you know, we're changing things. So Dominique, aka Variety D.
Yeah.
What's it like to grow up mixed race in London?
Well, since I'm not 50-50, yeah, all I can really say is for
still
people
mixed
with
race,
a mixed
you're still
heritage,
mixed.
You're still mixed.
with
still
a
mixed.
mixed heritage, let's put that one forward. It's getting harder. It's like time is going backwards, I would say.
That's how you feel personally?
Yeah, because I mean, let's face it. Forget even the whole mixed thing. It's the whole light skin and dark skin thing. There's a lot of tonism going on in our generation.
That's not new though, is it?
It's not. That's what I'm saying. Time's going backwards. So what's happening is that everyone having that inner house Negro effect. You know, thinking like, oh, you're lighter, you'll get this more than I do.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
Oh, you're darker, your dark's more flexible than I will.
What's it like to be in between that though? Because you're kind of in between that.
That's what I'm saying. Because like my
in
mum,
terms of your complexion.
yeah, my mum's darker complexion than me, and my dad is lighter, so hence why I'm like this. So yeah, like things like that. That used to, it never bothered me on the whole light skin dark skin effect.
Yeah.
I think when I was younger, I was the opposite of the stereotype where I used to get jealous of dark skinned people like Naomi Campbell.
Oh, you got jealous. You got jealous of
Yeah,
dark-skinned
I
people.
got jealous of dark
This wasn't last week Tuesday, was it?
No, this is when I was in primary school. This is when I was in primary school.
Did you think Lighty was your actual name until you was like
Are
10?
you mad? Lighty was my actual name.
No, but did you think it was your name? You're so young, you go, oh, my name must be Lighty.
No, having a laugh. No, I used to think it was Caramel. But I found out a porn star took it, so I was like, bye.
There's a couple.
But that's the thing, when I was younger, I used to just dark skinned people because my cousin, when me and her used to be naughty and get, you know, a couple, you know, licks in the bottom and thing, if you're Caribbean or African descent, get a beating.
Not in the bottom, like,
so,
just around the bottom.
Yeah, around the bottom, so, you know, on your body. My cousin used to like deny that she used to get beaten the next day and say, you can't see a mark on me, but me now, Adam, I've made tattoo, and it wasn't fair. Being fair skinned is not fair in this world.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
The bruises are more prominent.
Thank you, they tell a story.
Just some people like skin, I get it.
You know, so it's things like that, and then forward in time, 15-20 years later, you're seeing a lot of people bleaching up them skin. This is what I don't get. Let me ask you two something here. Why is it you're seeing more dancing people bleach up them skin and you're seeing more white people oranging up and brown up them skin? What's going on?
But I think the difference is the bleaching is like permanent, where tan goes away, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Not all people. I mean, come on, look at Donald Trump and.
Can we stick to the point though? Like, we're going off on a tangent. I'm saying, what was it like for you growing up mixed race in London?
It was just confusing. It was confusing but adventurous. That's all I could say.
You see, alright, so because you're mixed, was there a point where you felt like you felt more of a belonging to one side than the other?
Yes, but I blame media for that again because we didn't really have ebony magazines in Britain. They have in America, Ebony, Jet, all that kinds of. All we had was
I've only read those
The
for
Voice.
no reasons when I was younger. You know what I mean?
You see what I mean?
Couple shots.
All we had was like that representing black people was The Voice, The Gleaner, and I think it was Nation. But I think that got taken away.
And Young Voices, remember Young Voices?
Yeah, I remember Young Voices. I remember that. That's what I'm saying.
They would take a lot of their articles from American magazines though. And when I clocked, I was like, what? This is the same article from.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Yes.
Yeah,
But it's not their fault because we've been bombarded by American media. You know what I'm saying? In fact, like people like Beyonce had to lighten up her skin to be on L'Oreal or Maybelline.
She chose to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was.
I know what you're saying. Yeah. So for you, growing up mixed race was, you'd say, confusing.
It's confusing.
That's the word that comes to mind
adventurous.
First. 2 words: it's confusing and adventurous.
You see?
Okay. Confusing. Alright, say first of all, why was it confusing?
Confusing because you're thinking you have best of both worlds. Now remember, again, I'm not 50-50. 50-50, but I have a mix of a heritage, you know, further down the line of my family. So with me, put it this way, I know Cockney, I know a bit of Patois, you know, Caribbean, and normal English. So I was thinking, oh, I don't really belong somewhere. I can get along, you know, everywhere.
Yeah. I hear you.
But when you do go along certain paths, you know, say like, I don't know, the yuppies, and then you got the, you know, the hood ones and all that kind of stuff there, you're thinking, oh, the hood ones are saying I'm too stush, and then the yuppies are saying, no, you're too hood. So I'm like, hold on,
that's more class. That's more class though.
So that's classism, yeah. So again, in Britain, it's more classism rather than racism.
It's not really a race thing. That's more like, in my experience, that's more of a class thing, because you know you get hood people of all different colours and backgrounds.
Yeah, it's true. No, I mean, ever since,
go East London.
It's true.
Go Whitechapel.
It's true.
Then what about the adventurous side?
The adventurous side, yeah, because that's
now it's adventurous because.
Where's this going?
Hey, let me tell you, innit? Yeah. So it's adventurous in a sense where in my dating life I've dated a lot of different races. So let me be, you know, more.
You've dated Martians and Plutonians.
Well, that's my next line, because I mean, it's what's going on here in Britain, you know. But
Intergalactic and all that.
I've been with black guys, been with white guys, been with mixed guys. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I haven't been with Asian guys.
Which Asian?
Does Cooley count? You know, like
really.
Black and Indian mixed. No,
sort of half.
So half. Yes, I've been with lots of different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? But that's the adventurous part, because you think this person's going to be like that because of their heritage, but they're not. And that taught me about not judging a book by its cover. Okay. You see, go and discover instead of judging a book by its cover.
Did you think was it easier to be adventurous being mixed race, where you felt like you could understand different types?
Yeah,
because
because with me, I'm a sort of lady where I like to meet the parents of the
person
first date,
who
I like. Not first date, obviously not. But if I love them, you know, if I like love them off, you know, love them off like cook food, I would like to meet the family.
Like what food?
Loved. You never heard that saying?
I thought you said cock food.
Cock food. Nah, you know, I like haggis, but I ain't eaten that for a long time.
Oh, so I haven't tried that, you know.
Yeah, go to Edinburgh. I mean, it's lovely.
On a fried Mars bowl. You know? Make it happen. So you saying it was easier to date different types of people being mixed race?
It is. I'm not saying being mixed race is easier, you know, because I mean now it's becoming fashion now. A lot of sisters are with some white guys now. I'm like, raw. I mean, even some sisters you don't expect. You like Shaniqua with Charles. Like, what the fuck? What? Where did this happen? I thought you were Tyrone last week. What happened?
It's always Tyrone.
You know what I'm saying?
What about Jamal, man?
Sorry, Tyrone, you become a stereotype.
I know anyone called Tyrone is, you know, a stereotype.
But that's what I'm saying. You start to see, because I live in Croydon now. Yeah, if you go on Croydon High Street, you would see a lot of mixed couples. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's class of Surrey, but it's South London.
It's actually London.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird but nice. You know.
Oh, Fulton Heath.
It's weird but nice.
Yeah. That's a bit specific, isn't it? Croydon.
You know, not in Heath. No, you don't see that much in Heath. Okay. No, smell more Croydon. Yeah.
Okay, so Kadeem, what about you? What was it like growing up mixed race in London?
Yeah.
Just towards
London. What's your heritage, by the way?
What was it like growing up mixed race in London, Kadeem?
Mixed race. All right. So my heritage is it's mixed again 3 times, but I'd just say 2 just to make it easy for people to understand. So my dad's from Barbados. My mum is mixed, half Malay, half European. And I say European because it isn't just English in the mix. There's Spanish, Scottish, Irish, mostly Irish. That's in the mix. Hence why
Irish blood, you know.
I got ginger in my beard. Nah, seriously, it's slowly taking over. I just
streaks,
really
it just lit. Well, you have to look at it. Every time I look in the mirror, I'm like,
damn. Some highlights are
coming out. I would say for me growing up, my mum, I have to shout out to my mum. She made it very apparent that I got to know both sides.
Because she's mixed race too, right?
Yeah, she's mixed, but she basically claimed the Malay side more than anything else on her side, and she told me about my dad's side. So she made it very much apparent that this is your Malay family and this is your Bayesian family. This is what they do. So she made sure that I had both flags in the house and I knew about them. She taught me about each and every individual thing that they do, as much knowledge as she had back then. And even when it came to like projects in school about culture and whatnot, she chose both cultures. Like, she helped me write it down. So just to help avoid my brother and I to have like an identity crisis, not knowing exactly where we belong and live. Which was funny for me because at many times I swear to God, I would diverge between the two, like Malay and Caribbean. I've been to Malaysia a hell of a lot. I've been to Malaysia 3 times and met my family over there. I haven't been to Barbados. However, I used to go to my dad's on the weekends and I meet my family over there.
You'd be around the food.
Yeah, I'll be around music. I'll be around everyone. I'll be around cousins galore. Be around the food every Sunday. I know Nan, she'll wake up. I just know that food is coming. All your cousins cousins are over there, and like even it's even mixed on my dad's side. That's slightly mixed because he's Bayesian, but then you also got the Ghanaian and maybe Nigerian side as well, because there's some of that over
It's interesting,
there.
isn't it? When you're the white black thing, but I'm saying whenever like if you're like half Ghanaian and half Jamaican, a lot of people will be like, yeah, but you're black, innit? They'll be like,
that's mixed.
like, yeah, but you're still mixed. If you're half
like
Scottish and half Irish, you're still mixed.
Still mixed.
But people don't see it that way. They're like, no, it's different races.
Still mixed.
And it's just like, it's crazy, innit? But you saying you was able to get a balance of the cultures.
I got a balance of the cultures for both, and even I'm not gonna lie, like it was blatant. Like my mum told me about racism young, so I grew up to understand it. So at times I did feel weird in certain places, and what even added to the mix was I'm Muslim as well. So trying to find like going to the Asian,
just to make it a bit more complicated.
Exactly, South Asian, not Southeast Asian, but South Asian. Like that was a whole new thing for me as well. So it very much got to the point where I felt like I belonged everywhere and not nowhere at the same time.
Yeah.
You see,
you know,
again, that goes back to saying adventurous. That sounds like adventure.
Adventurous. But however, I did. I'm guessing just like both of you, unfortunately, did experience racism or subtle racism,
of course,
in school, especially in both schools actually. Both schools being I went to Islamic school and I went to state school, which was predominantly Christian. But I experienced there a hell of a lot because of how people just viewed you, to the point where even though I'm not black, I'm mixed and I'm half. And it got to the point where in school, like I was dope at English. I was absolutely dope. I had so much confidence in doing dope, spelling tests. When it came to actually like we had a switch teacher. I remember her name. Don't like her.
She buff.
No,
because you didn't like her.
Her name was one of the mumps. But
really.
it got to the point where like you could see the difference. Like the white kids, they were all up in the higher, like that stupidly brilliant ones. They got high. They got lower. The lowest ones, that was Asians and then the blacks.
In terms of ability.
No, just where they sat us. They sat us all.
Where they sat you.
They sat us all there, and we were the low ones. We would never get past the 3 levels though at the bottom. There was 4 levels at top. There was 3 levels at the bottom. We'll never get past that. It was difficult.
Even if you're on the same level academically.
Even if you're on the same level academically, we could never get past that. And there was, and when I say black, all the black kids were sitting together. Even to the point there was albino guy there. I think it was Dylan. Dylan was his name. I think so. Albino guy. He sat with us as well, right? And I was like,
right, Dylan, if you're watching, welcome.
Yeah, and
this guy's in there.
And even the Asians, Rubina. I think Rubina sat with me. Yeah, I remember her. She sat with us, and I was like, raw, this is fucked up. I remember like feeling like
At the time as a kid, you knew.
Yeah, I was like, this doesn't feel right. Like, why am I being excluded for? Why am I not progressing, even though I know my ability? So yeah, it was very much.
Put you in the middle. You know what I'm saying?
In the middle. But the thing is, like, even though that happened, it never stopped me from getting along from the white guys, the white children and the thing. Like, I still was friends with them. I went to their houses, you know. So yeah, it was confusing, a melting pot. Yeah. What about you, Els, man? What about?
Yes, Mr. Baker.
Yeah, man.
Growing up mixed race in London, man.
No, triple light skin.
Growing up triple light skin, it's a whole different spectrum. You know what I mean? Man can only get up from just being regular light skin when I get a tan. So when you're being triple light skin, you know, it's tough. Being mixed race it's interesting because a lot of the time, depending on who you meet, they expect you to be a certain way.
Exactly.
And a lot of mixed race people I meet, well, my mix first of all, personally, yeah, I would say that I'm fully British. Like I'm half British and half English, if you want to put it that way, because my dad is British because both his parents were born here. Well, sorry, both his parents were born in Jamaica, but he was born here. My mum was born here. So technically, I'm British and English, or Bringlish, whatever you want to call it, yeah. But what I'm saying is, if you want to put it in easier terms, I'm half Jamaican, half black Jamaican, and half white British, or English, you want to call it that. My mum's a Geordie. She's from South Shields, which is next to Newcastle, so she sounds like Ann and Dec.
In Newcastle?
Yeah. Well, yeah, man. And my dad's parents are from Jamaica, you know. So, but the thing is, it's interesting because my dad is the same color as 50 Cent, and my mum is like, you know, vanilla pinky beige. So I don't. Yeah, we always talk about this all the time. I don't know any black people or white people, and a lot of people are like, oh, you're being funny. I'm like, no, I don't know any black people or white people. I've never met someone that was the same color as A4 paper. I've never met someone that was the same color as midnight. I haven't done it.
That's a good point.
And the stars are like their freckles. Like being mixed race in London, it's interesting because a lot of people was always trying to tell me what I was, as I imagine the same with you two. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of the time, the media says, okay, this person is mixed race in terms of black and white. Yeah. And like, unless you look like Alicia Keys or Drake, they assume that like you're talking rubbish or Latino or Albanian or Bosnian or something.
Yeah.
I've always been told I'm not. I'm something I'm actually not. By most people, a lot of people my mix, they can tell. You know what I mean? And they expect you to come out. Well, just your complexions. If you're mixed race, they expect you to all of us to look like that. But the black gene doesn't always dominate. You know what I'm saying? And I've got 2 brothers and 2 sisters. 2 of them are my colour, and 2 of them are like these two's colour. So that kind of commercial mixed race. You know what I mean? So what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, it's interesting. It's interesting for me. I feel like I'm fully balanced when it comes to being mixed race. I like to eat a full English breakfast, and I also like jerk chicken, rice and peas with a patty on the side of cocoa bread. So what I'm saying is, I feel like, but then, you know what? I was raised by both my parents until I was about 14. Do you know what I mean? In the same household, and my dad taught me about reggae, and it taught me about Jamaican culture and roots. Your roots, right? All of that. And my mum, obviously, you know, she, you know, the seasoning is Bisto gravy. You know what I'm saying? And salt and pepper. But my mum, she can cook. But I'm saying I had a balance. She can cook. But I'm saying, you know, Bisto is a heavily used ingredient. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, I had an actual proper balanced upbringing.